Hello everyone, welcome to Qriodesk. So welcome to this introductory video on surface areas and volumes. This video will be followed by another couple of videos exploring further into the topic. So let us proceed. We shall begin by clearing our concept of two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. And we are all familiar with the definition that a two-dimensional shape has two dimensions such as length and breadth. So it's kind of correct, but this definition would confuse us if we come across a circle. At a first look, you don't see any length, any breadth there. So there is a more appropriate way of defining the dimension of a shape, and that would be the minimum number of coordinates required to specify a point inside that shape. Now let us try to understand this definition with the help of examples. The first one is a square with a white dot inside it. So if I have to specify this white dot that's inside the square, then I'll have to go around 0.2 units in the x-axis, positive x-axis, and from there I'll have to go around 0.4 units in positive y-axis. So I need minimum two coordinates, okay, one x coordinate, another y coordinate to specify this point, and that is inside the square. So that's why a square is a two-dimensional shape, two-dimensional figure. Similarly, in the case of circle, if I have to specify this the white dot that's inside the circle, then I'll have to go around 0.25 units in positive x-axis, and from there I'll have to go around 0.45 units in positive y-axis. So here also I require at least two coordinates to specify this point that is inside the circle. That's why the dimension of circle is 2. So now when it comes to 3D shapes such as cuboids, cube, and spheres, etc., then we would need at least three, okay, minimum three coordinates to specify a point that is inside those shapes. Okay, one coordinate from the x-axis, another from y-axis, another from z-axis. So that's why these shapes, cubes, cuboids, sphere, etc., are three-dimensional shapes. Now we shall try to understand the terms here, that is surface area and volume, quickly. So if I have to define surface in simple language, then it would be the outside part of something, a layer or a covering. For example, as you are watching this video on the screen of your device, so the screen is an example of a surface. You can feel the screen with your fingers. So that would be a typical example of a surface, okay? And now the screen is covering or taking up a certain region in the phone, okay? So it is covering up certain area. The region covered by the screen would be the area of the screen. These days, I don't know, phones they have screen sizes of like 5 inches by 3 inches. So the area covered by the screen would be 5 multiplied by 3, that is length multiplied by breadth, and is 15 square inches of area. These days the phone screens they cover up in the phone. Okay, now moving on to volume. Okay, volume is applicable in 3D. Okay, we never talk of volume in two dimension, and it is it's just like we have area in a two dimension. Volume is the area occupied in three dimension, or more specifically we call the space occupied in 3D. So as you are sitting there, you are covering up a certain space around you, certain area with your body. So that would be the volume of the body. Okay. Or let's take an example of a room which is very big and has very less furnitures in it. So we would call that room a spacious room, because less volume or the less space of the room is utilized and more space is available, more volume is available. That's why that room is spacious. Whereas a room which is cramped in with so many things is not spacious, because more of its space, more of its volume is occupied by all sorts of things. Okay. So less space remains because of all those occupations, and therefore it's less spacious. Volume also means the amount required to fill a particular object. For example, the amount of petrol required to fill the petrol tank in vehicle. Okay, we just convert the volume that is normally in meter cube, centimeter cube to liters. That can easily be done. So I hope you understood these terms. So in the next video, we will be exploring further into the topic. So do stay tuned. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, do like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.